Lieutenant, that's the end of the ball game.
What about Banner, sir?
Who?
The German.
You'll have to hand him over.
What?
You'll have to hand him over, Lieutenant.
That's impossible, sir.
That's an order, Novak.
I can't do that, sir.
You can't do what, Lieutenant?
I promised him that we wouldn't turn him over.
I don't give a hoot in hell what you promised him. That has nothing to do with it. I didn't want to turn him over either, and I hadn't promised him a damn thing. We have no other choice, Lieutenant.
Sir, we have an obligation to that man.
In a situation like this, Lieutenant, it's best to settle things fast, before they get completely out of control.
Exactly what I intend doing. I'm going to notify the Russians, Lieutenant. Meanwhile, you will alert the German and get him ready for the transfer.
Do it, Novak.
Hello? Hello, Berlin? Berlin, this is Train Commander Lieutenant Novak on train 349. And I want to speak to Colonel Anderson right away. It's very important. Yes, I'll wait. Get out of here, Cowan.
I want to talk to you, Lieutenant.
But I don't want to talk to you. Now get out! Hello? Well, would you tell Colonel Anderson that when he gets out of that conference, to call me over and out?
Lucky for you he was out, son. I heard the whole thing in the corridor. If you're thinking of going over Finnegan's head at this stage of the game, you're out of your mind.
Look, Mr. Cowan, I'm telling you for the last time, I don't want your advice or your opinion.
If you want to carry on like a kid, that's your privilege, but don't expect the grown-ups to stand around and cheer. So, what does that prove?
I'm sorry, Cowan.
Don't waste time being sorry. You've got a problem on your hands. Now sit down.
I'm sorry I hit you, and I said so. But you're gonna have to get your story from someone else.
I didn't come here to talk about that. I've got my story. It's written right through the end. Nothing can change that.
You're pretty sure of yourself, aren't you?
There's nothing that you or I or Finnegan or the Russians or even Banner himself can do to change things. You're gonna have to hand him over.
And if I refuse?
Finnegan will bust you and turn your command over to somebody else, and the guy who replaces you will do it.
Let him.
You want to toss your career out the window, go ahead. Nobody's gonna stop you. Just don't think you're being a big hero when you're taking the easy way out.
I suppose you think it's easy to chuck all this just to keep a promise.
Easy? No, of course it's not easy. But it's a lot harder to do what you know you must do when everything inside of you is fighting it. That takes real courage. And that, to use an old reporter's cliche, is what separates the men from the boys. That's Berlin. Well, son, from here on in, you're on your own.
Машина, марш!
Есть!
Есть!
Пошли!
Пошли!
Banner?
Schon gut.
So, пойдем. Kommen Sie. Übernehmen Sie den Mann und führen Sie ihn ab.
Danke. Los, los!
Looks like snow on it, son. Better close the window.